All right, today we're going to be talking about how to create a membership website. We're going to go over the 6 things you need to create a really good membership site. And we're also going to take you to some examples of some places that you can get those resources to create your first membership site. All right, number one, the first thing you're going to need is to come up with a monetization strategy. A lot of people have an idea about what they want as far as a website, but they have no clue as how that website is going to make money. So we start with our monetization plan. Basically, how is the site going to make money? And you want to have more than just one way of making money. If you're going to sell a product or service, that's one way, but you may want to consider a pay-per-click strategy, a pay-per-lead strategy, or a pay-per-view strategy. So that's one of the things that you're going to have to consider. And that's the first thing is your monetization plan. The next thing you're going to have to consider is your software. Now, it is easier to make a membership site than any time before because of the fact that the software to make a membership site is so readily available. Now, we're going to take you to some places that you can get software, and you'll be surprised at how inexpensively software can be acquired to make your membership site. In a lot of places, you can have that software be absolutely free. All right, the next thing you're going to need is you're going to need a web developer or a web designer. Hopefully, you have a web developer who has web design skills because you just don't want someone to put the information online. You also want them to have the ability to make it look good. So, you want to get a good web developer and good designer, and we're going to show you where you can get uh, a person to do that for you. And also, you're going to have to get hosting. Now, one of the mistakes that people often make is they just go out and buy some random hosting from a hosting company that they see an ad for like some discount hosting. But the software has to be compatible to the hosting that you get, or else the website will not work. You need to think about websites and software that and the hosting all together. And you also need to understand that the hosting, in a lot of cases, needs to have a database included so you can store the content related to the site the membership site that you're creating. The next thing that you need is you also need a marketing plan. How are you going to get traffic to your business? How are you going to get people to know about your new membership site? What is it that you're going to do? So you need to have a marketing plan, and we're going to discuss some of the best ways to generate advertisement and traffic and users and get members on your membership site using a great marketing plan. All right, and lastly is the content. How are you going to create the content? Are the users going to create the content? Are you going to create the content? Are you going to outsource the content? How is that content going to be created? And also the fact that you're going to need some seed content. That's basically content that's on the site before you have your very first member. So you want to make sure that that is there, and we're going to discuss that today. So just join us here as we go through all of the things you're going to need to create your awesome membership site.